Alright, budget magic time. Playing some Cat Tribal in Standard, and yeah, we can't cast anything, so it looks like we're mulliganing. I guess this is a reasonable 6-card hand. Caracle's got to go to the bottom, since we don't really have the ability to play things unless we draw lands. Although Caracal is by far the best card in our deck, as far as cats are concerned. So play a land, pass the turn. So if we hit lands, this could be a reasonable draw. Evolving Wilds for our opponent. Well, there's a land. A bit of a slow land, but it is a land. So we can't really complain. Hit our opponent with Sacred Cat. Play Forest. Run out of Dorn Pouncer. Pass the turn. Opponent cracks Evolving Wilds. Gets a Swamp. Plays an Island. And passes. We find a Caracal, which is a ways away from being castable. Hit our opponent for 3. Play Evolving Wilds, pass the turn. Alright, opponent has Fatal Push. There's a Swamp for our opponent. Well, crack Evolving Wilds. Grab a Plains. Get in with Sacred Cat. And try to run out of Pride Sovereign. We can't really do anything else. And are we going to get censored? Essence Scattered. Alright, pass the turn. I mean, now we're to the not playing Magic player of the game. Unless we hit land drops. There's a land, so, I mean, that's good. We did hit a land. Get in with Sacred Cat. Play the Forest. Run out Prowling Sepulchre. Opponent draws 2. Yep. Well, pass the turn. We would love to get down this Vanquisher's banner. Opponent has Field of Ruin. We don't actually have a Scarab God answer in hand either, which is kind of sketchy. Opponent passes. Lands? Well, it is a land, so I guess we can't grumble too much. Opponent kills Sepulchre. Drops to 15. We'll play Scattered Groves, pass the turn. Would have been nice if we could have taken advantage of that window to play one of our 5-drops. Because now the problem is our stuff's just most likely going to get countered. Search for Escanta for our opponent. Long Tusk Cub. Well, get in with Sacred Cat. Oh boy. Vanquisher's banner is going to get censored, and I'm going to be super depressed. Actually, you know what? Let's Adorn Pouncer. It can't be countered. And it is a fast clock, so get back Adorn Pouncer. Pass the turn. Opponent's in the tank. Alright, resolves. Cycles Fetid Pools. So they're going to be able to flip their search for Escanta. Yep. Mills a land, flips the search. Plays a land. Unfortunately, we haven't got any of our good in control matchup stuff. I mean, Vanquisher's banner's there, but we couldn't take advantage of our window, so unlikely to resolve. Opponent has Torrential Gearhulk to draw some cards. Going for Vraska's Contempt. Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll slam this Vanquisher's banner. If it resolves, we will keep playing. If it gets censored, then we probably concede. Opponent blocks. Vanquisher's banner. See if they got the censor. Alright, they do not. So now we can at least keep trying to play. Because every time we cast a cat, we draw a card. So this gives us a chance to keep up with what our opponent's doing. Although, if we don't find some removal, Scarab God will eventually come down and ruin our day. Opponent heads us down to 20. So play a Dorn Pouncer, draw a card. Opponent counters, sure. Play Pride Sovereign, draw a card. Holy Essence Scatters. Play Scattered Groves, pass the turn. Now our opponent gets to start digging with Search for Escanta, which is kind of the only thing keeping him in this game. If they didn't have Search for Escanta, we would almost certainly just run them out of this game with Vanquisher's banner. But with Search for Escanta, well, thankfully they just get a censor, which is not a very real card at this point in the match. The big problem is Scarab God. Scarab God plus counterspell, if we find a removal spell, is just, that's going to be the end of us. Gets in with Torrential. Yep. But Vanquisher's banner does give us a lot of card draw. We could draw a Shaper Sanctuary, which is just insane in this matchup once we get it down. Play Longtusk Cub. Draw a card. Opponent found another counter. Well, we know their last card is just a censor. Evolving Wilds. Well, play Evolving Wilds, crack Evolving Wilds. At this point, we want to get lands out of our deck, so we find more action. Run out a Longtusk Cub. Draw a card. Ooh, Heroic Intervention. Not super exciting. I mean, it could be good at some point in the future, but... yeah, let's just pass for now. Opponent gets to go digging with Search. Maybe we should have Field of Ruin in this deck, although it would make our mana worse. Opponent find Vraska's Contempt. Alright, I mean, that's a good removal spell. So hand is Vraska's Contempt Censor, and cycles the Censor. Essence Extraction on Longtusk Cub. Alright. Can't really do anything about that. I mean, we could have Heroic Intervention, but opponent gets in. Down to 10. Well, let's cycle Scattered Groves. Play Sun Petal Grove. Run out Coracle. Draw a card. Opponent goes digging with Search for his Kanta. Finds a Disallow. Whoo, opponent. Yeah, this Search for his Kanta is keeping them in the game. Run out Longtusk Cub. Draw a card. Get back Sacred Cat. And pass the turn. The problem is we're counting down to our opponent finding a Scarab God. And that's when the game just ends. If we can't immediately cast out. Good news is our opponent has used a high percentage of their counterspells. Did they find it? Alright, Vraska's Contempt. They didn't find it yet. We don't know their hand anymore. Opponent gets in with Torrential, so we'll take it. Down to 5. Opponent passes. So run out Shaper's Sanctuary. Run out Coracle. Oh, they drew another Acid Scatter. Oh, Lord. Run out a Dorn Pouncer. You gotta be kidding me. Draw land. Get in with the Sacred Cat. Oh, that's something. That is something. Alright. Up to 7. See what our opponent draws. It's a land. So finally, our opponent whiffs. Gets in with Torrential Gearhulk. Down to 2. Opponent passes. We draw. Well, Sacred Cat. Draw a card. Man, are we going to overcome this? Overcome the amazing amount of counterspells? Draw Valving Wilds. Play Separpard. Draw a card. Get in with our Sacred Cat. Play Sun Petal Grove. Eternalize a Dorn Pouncer. And pass the turn. Opponent cracks a Valving Wilds. Let's see what they hit off their Search for his Kanta. I feel like our opponent has used most of their good spells. They gotta have some targeted removal left. We don't care too much about that since it's drawing us a card. Opponent gets a Fatal Push. Alright. So Fatal Push can kill one of our things, but we draw a card in the process. So opponent spends a Fatal Push. We draw another Separpard. Once we have Shaper's Sanctuary locked in, it makes things much easier. Still very worried about Scarab God off the top. That's the card. That's the card I don't know if we can beat. Opponent. Is it time for them to play defense with the Scarab God? Goes attacking. Search for his Kanta. Sooner or later, they're going to whiff. They're pulling so many spells out of their deck that they're going to run out sooner or later. Gets a Fatal Push. Pushes our Sacred Cat. We draw a Cast Out. Well, we got to block Torrential, unfortunately. Opponent passes. Well, run out Separpard. Draw a card. Get in with Sacred Cat. And now we have Cast Outs if they do find the Scarab God. Play the Forest. Play Separpard. Draw a card. Ooh, another banner, too. Alright, so now we'll pass. Leave up our Cast Outs. Wow, are we going to grind this out? Opponent cycles a Censor. Plays a land. 1 card in hand. Vanquisher's banner is a lot of card advantage. We are keeping up with Iskanta. Card for card. Opponent Goes attacking. I guess we double block Torrential, see what our opponent does. We wouldn't mind just having it off the battlefield. And if they do something like dig for Vraska's Contempt, we can cast out it. Alright, another Torrential. Opponent's out of cards, though. For Vraska's Contempt. Yeah, so let it resolve. They kill a Separpard. We draw a card. Bestiary's not bad. And now we just cast out to get rid of the attacking Torrential. So we only lose one Separpard. Opponent goes back to 17, unfortunately. Come on, cats. Another Sheffet Dunes. Well, let's cast out. This is a little risky. We're going shields down to a potential Scarab God, but we're just trying to close out this game. Play the land. Let's think about this. Let's hit our opponent for 7. Get back Sacred Cat. Play Bestiary. Leave up Heroic Intervention, pass the turn. So we're presenting lethal for next turn. Scarab God still ruins our day. But Search for Azcanta can't find Scarab God. They have to just draw it naturally. Alright, they get Illumination to draw some cards. Well, come on, no Scarab Gods. Opponent draws with Illumination. Wow, we're keeping up with blue-black control, even with the quick flip of Search for Azcanta. There's the Scarab God. That is what we were worried about. Well, this is a big turn. This would be a turn for a big draw. We get to Scry. Gotta put Bestiary to the bottom, unfortunately. We need a creature. Oh, deck. Well, play Vanquisher's Banner. That was a very bad time for that to happen. And our opponent also hit a counterspell. And I think that does it, unfortunately. That is amazingly unfortunate. Get back Pouncer. Play Evolving Wilds. And now our opponent's going to win with the Scarab God. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I can't believe that just happened to us. Wow. Wow. Well, our opponent found it at the right turn. That's all we can say. Gets back Caracal. Gets some cats. And now it's going to be difficult for us to win. We drop to 7. Opponent leaves a card on top, so they found something they wanted. Oh, that is a sad way for this to go. Opponent passes. We crack Evolving Wilds. Get a land out of our deck. We get to Scry. Blossoming Defense to the bottom, not a cat. Well, play another banner, but it doesn't matter. Oh, dear. What a sad way for this to go. Opponent had another Torrential on top of their deck. They did. 4 disallow. Yep. Well, play Evolving Wilds, pass the turn. And I believe that's just the end. Oh, wow. What a way for this game to end. I guess our saving grace is our opponent appears to be an incredibly slow player. So while we might lose this game 1, not sure about our opponent being able to win a match. We've used about 8 minutes, and they've used going on 17, 16. So they're going to be in trouble. Opponent goes to Fatal Push. We draw a card. There's a Caracal finally. Well, cast Heroic Intervention. See if our opponent has another counter. They Glimmer. Okay. Do they have Disallow left in their deck? 1, 2, 3. They might have 1 Disallow left in their deck. Alright, resolves. So we're not dead quite yet. We actually, as weird as this sounds, we're kind of oddly still in this game. Because Caracal gives all of our stuff lifelink. So crack Evolving Wilds. Get a land out of our deck. Untap. We get to Scry. Sunpetal Grove to the bottom. Draw for the turn. Ooh, that's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So we play Caracal. We draw 2. Can't be countered. Pumps our stuff. Play Sun Petal Grove. Play Adorn Pouncer. Draw 2. There's a cast out. So go attacking with Adorn Pouncer. Gain 12. Wow. 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 Are we still going to win this? Through the Scarab God? That would be an incredible performance for our cats. When they go to activate Search, we can get rid of Scarab God with Cast Out. And then we still have Blossoming Defense for protection. Opponent blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks. Okay. So kill some cats, gain some life. Out of the danger zone. Pass the turn. Wait for our opponent to activate the Search for his Kanta. Let it resolve. Card draw. Okay. Now we simply cast out. Get rid of the Scarab God problem. And pass the turn. Opponent plays a land. Gonna draw some cards. Yup. Wow. Winning this would be pretty spectacular. Cycles a Censor. This would be quite the win for the cats. Overcoming so much value. And a Scarab God. And a Search for his Kanta. How many tribal aggro decks can fight through this? All the removal, all the counters. Opponent cycles down to 11 cards. We're actually pretty close to closing out this game against all the odds. Opponent passing. Yup. We get to scry. Sacred Cat. Oh man. I guess we keep it. That's some easy card draw. Sacred Cat. Draw 2. Land Pride Sovereign. What if we attack with everything? 3, 6. So opponent, let's say they block here, block here, block here. 3, 6, 9, 12. We could use our last Blossoming Defense. So let's play a Pride Sovereign. Draw 2. That's what we're digging for now. Sheffet Dunes. Sheffet Dunes. Play Pride Sovereign. No. Yes. Long Tusk Cub. Play Sheffet Dunes. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Actually, maybe we just wait one more turn. Yeah, let's just wait one more turn. We have the win next turn. I don't think there's any reason to jump the gun, because it's not a guaranteed win. I don't think this deck should have sweepers in the main. Opponent gets a disallow. Yup. But they're going to need something pretty good to not be dead here. I don't even know what it would be. I guess it's the Scarab God to get back a bunch of creatures is their best chance. Draw some cards. We were hoping to just draw into the second Blossoming Defense, and then we would have sacked Sheffet Dunes and went for it, but... As Kanta, oh, Desperation. Now Scarab God is definitely not an out. Oh, it's Batu's Last Reckoning! No way! No way! Wow! Wow! Wee! Zowie! Okay. Batu's Last Reckoning sweeps the board. Opponents... I did not think they would have that in the main deck. Alright, well, now we got to overcome that, and we got to be aware of this Vanquisher's banner not killing us. Forest Bottom. Well, play Long Tusk Cub. Only draw one card. Get back Adorn Pouncer. See if this gets our opponent to disallow. Nope. Get back Sacred Cat. Play Sheffet Dudes. And pass the turn. I mean, we got lethal again. Yeah, we got lethal past the turn. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? Opponent's passing. Alright. Well, we are going for it. Untap, Scry. Sacred Cat. I think we leave it on top. We have one more Blossoming Defense. We gotta win this turn, so we might as well go for it. Play Sacred Cat. Draw a card. There it is. Draw a card. Whew! Alright. So there's a Sacred Cat. There's the Blossoming Defenses. Play Sun Petal Grove. Start sacking Sheffet Dunes. Pumping our team. Essence Extraction. So we Blossoming Defense. Do we get there? And our opponent scoops it up. Oh my goodness, what a game! Wow! We beat Scarab God. We beat Search for his Kata. We drew through our entire deck and cats, taking down blue-black control. Most importantly, now our opponent has 3 minutes on their clock. So we're actually going to get the match win just by our opponent running out of time. I'm pretty sure that's going to do it. So we can bring in the rest of the Shaper Sanctuaries. Go down. What do we go down? Go up Shaper Sanctuaries. We can go down Blossoming Defense. Go up a couple of Ixalan's Bindings. I think we're going to go 2-2, cast out an Ixalan's Binding. I kind of want the Heroic Interventions, but I'm not sure how to make them fit. Maybe we go down as... Maybe we leave Heroic Intervention over Sacred Cat. Let's try it like that. Wow, I can't believe we won that game. That was one of the crazier wins I think we've ever had. Alright, I like this hand. Any hand that starts with turn 1 Shaper Sanctuary against control is pretty sweet in our book. That just makes it so hard for our opponent to 1-for-1 us to death. So play Shaper Sanctuary, pass the turn. Opponent cracks. Gets a Swamp. I still think we most likely end up winning this game by time, but... Play Sun Petal Grove. Might as well just Sacred Cat. Play around Sensors. Wow. Opponent Essence scatters a Sacred Cat. Okay. Another land for our opponent. Well, play Dunes. Run out our Separpard. Another good card for this matchup. Pass the turn. If our opponent wants to kill it, they gotta let us draw some cards. There's a Drowned Catacombs. Wow, I still can't believe we beat Scarab God. Search for his Kanta for our opponent. Well, get in with Separpard. Run out Long Tusk Cub. Play Scattered Groves. And pass the turn. I don't think we need to get back our cat yet. And, alright, opponent's gonna let us draw off Shaper Sanctuary into a Pride Sovereign. Having turn 1 Shaper Sanctuary goes so far towards us winning this kind of matchup. So good in these matchups. Opponent mills. We're not too worried about Search for his Kanta here, mostly because our opponent's so far behind on time. And they're going to try to Scarab God for the quick win, and we're just going to Binding it, and then... Not sure... That might just induce the scoop, actually. So, Ixalan's Binding. Put an end to the Scarab God plan forever... And the blue-black deck shouldn't have a way to get it off the battlefield. And out of sight like a weird River's Rebuke or something. Play the tap land, pass the turn. Search for his Kanta. Opponent's down to 2 minutes. Evolving Wilds. Well, get in with Prowling Separpard. Opponent takes it. Run out Pride Sovereign. Run out Long Tusk Cub. Opponent draws. And actually, we kind of just have our opponent in a position where we might actually just win this game in time. Like, if our opponent doesn't have a sweeper, we're actually not even going to go to time. We're just going to kill them. What do you got, opponent? Cycles a Censor. Sure. Search for his Kanta. Doing its thing. Can flip. So I guess they can, like, flip it and dig for a Bantu's Last Reckoning. Something along those lines. Opponent passes. Yeah, let's just run out our Caracal. Pump our cats, and then I think we just swing and see if that does it. Alright, Essence Extraction on Separpard. We draw another Caracal. And now they want to counter Caracal on the way back down. Cycles. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, we're going for it. If you got an answer, you got an answer. If not, we win before you time out. Whoo! Whoo! Oh! No! Opponent lives! They live at 1! Well, I mean, we're gonna win. I just wanted to avoid the timeout win, because it feels more legitimate when you actually kill the opponent. So, that's what we were hoping for. And our opponent scoops it up, so wow! That was a weird, very long match, but I am amazed by our ability to overcome the Scarab God and search for his Kanto. We fought through a ton of disruption with Cat Tribal, and we went right through it. I'm amazed by how well this deck plays in those kind of matchups. It's really impressive. Sweet. Thanks for watching the video. If you're subscribed, make sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications for all the latest videos. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you can find the next video right here.